Okay, three, two, one, go.
Hey team, welcome to this week's Tech It Out. This week's highlight is zSpace Career Coach AI. This is Dee Dixon, and my hope is to show you this is powerful tool that opens new doors for our customers across education and the workforce. Let's check it out.
Okay, so we love AI. AI is taking over our lives, and there's some amazing AI tools out there, and there's some kind of interesting that still have a ways to go. That is why I chose that particular introduction, because some of them aren't that great. Well, I am proud to say that at zSpace, we do have an amazing AI tool to utilize in the classroom and beyond. That is, of course, Career Coach AI. So I want you all to be thinking of this as your AI sidekick for learning and careers. Let me circle back for learning, not just careers. That's going to be a little bit of the theme of this slideshow presentation. We all know that Career Coach is an AI chatbot that has been trained to have these back and forth conversations with students about future careers and all types of avenues around careers. But have you thought of it as a personal tutor? So a personal tutor could mean that I'm a teacher that has 35 students in the class. Everyone's raising their hands. I can't get to all of them. But if they happen to be on the ZSpace system that has Career Coach, they can ask them questions that is happening in class in real time and be able to get their answers right away. So I feel like it's worth discussing with instructors the fact that it could be a personal tutor. I also love the fact that it can help our students that, especially in this day and age, need simplified content so that they can understand what's next. And a lot of our content that is in our apps is higher level for an eighth grader, ninth grader, might be college level, especially I'm thinking of Visible Body Plus. Let's bring down the vocabulary. Let's have this AI chatbot simplify that for them. And languages can be switched out in an instant. But think about practicing soft skills. I can ask my interview questions to this chatbot, as well as it is now a safe place for me to ask those questions. All really good things to have conversations with instructors. Okay, we're going to just move into some examples here. So think of it being a learning assistant. So this is automotive technician, of course, disassembly of the brake system. And I might not know what a brake oil pipe is. Well, this helps you with that unknown vocabulary. Just pop it in, ask a quick question, and then also, if you're not really sure what that means or even what the definition means, you can have them break it down and it will simplify and explain that content for you. But think about the curiosity that it could build through these discussions as well. Like, why is it important? And do all auto mechanics work on brake systems? That would be a really great question. So, moving into the medical assistant skills application, think about being in a safe place. Because, like, if I go into this application, I'm looking at some of the terminology. I have no idea what it is, but I don't want anyone to know I don't know what it is. So I might ask, like, hey, what is a lancet? But then quickly I can translate it into Spanish if I needed to switch out the language so I had a better understanding. Those are just a couple examples to get you guys started and to start up the conversation. Next, I wanted to highlight this tool, which I think could be really helpful when you're in front of customers, is thank you, Stefan, by the way, for creating these little shorts for career exploration. So they're career exploration in 15 minutes, but you may want to scroll down and choose something that could be interesting for you because every single one of these activities has prompts for a career coach built into them. So I love this one on the drone technology because, that would be something I probably would want to teach if I went back in the classroom. But the question was actually grabbed from the prompt put into career coach, and in my mind I'm thinking, how awesome would this be to have up on the big screen and use this as discussion questions. So the whole class, we can ask career coach a question and have conversation around it. Or it could again be individualized and the students are documenting and create and sharing their answers later with their instructors or putting it in their journals. But I love this as something that is a ready to use tool, and I wanted to make sure it was highlighted in this video. So when I'm meeting with our customers, of course they're going to love ZSpace. We all have seen the ahas and the wows. And I do feel again like this is a hidden gem that is worth a conversation. And in those conversations, I always start with, why will you love this? And so when you're talking to instructors or admin or any of our customers, be sure you highlight these points. One, distraction free experience means my students are going to be focused not only on the 3D content, but also with the conversation that's happening on the screen. And that is, they will not be distracted from those around them because they will be fully immersed. Also, think of it as the fact that they cannot leak out to the web is also a really important feature. Very important because a lot of instructors just don't have access to the things that they need, and they can use and ask those questions right there in career coach. The voice to text feature is really important to highlight, as well as that it supports different diverse learners like our ESL students, our multilingual students, as well as think of our adult clientele that's starting to also emerge in libraries and in outreach programs. So adults considering a pivot or reentry to workforce, it's great. And I think the top comment or the top point would be considering AI in the classroom. That's one of the first questions I'll ask is, are you considering bringing AI into the classroom? What tools are you going to be using and utilizing? And a lot of them just don't know. They don't know where to turn. And when you show them and share with them all of these different features, it's a game changer. Here's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Feedback from the field. So I've had some really great feedback when I have used all of those talking points with my customers. In fact, some people are starting to whitelist ZSpace where they once were even going to be in an offline environment so they can use Career Coach. So there's a bunch of different stories you guys have to tell. So please show and share in our chat or feel free to reach out to me directly. I'd love to hear your successes with using Career Coach out in the field. Good luck, everyone, and thanks for joining us today on today's Tech It Out Thursday.